talking about a new manga that came out sometime in, like, I want to say at the end of the year, and it is called Hero Girl and Demon Lord Call It Quits. Now, it's a small little manga. I want to talk about it. I needed something kind of quick to read, so like I don't expect this to actually go like super long. But I actually really enjoy this manga. I was like very pleasantly surprised at like what this manga does with the things that it does. Like it's really it was genuinely a nice time. It was a nice time reading this because I feel like there's like a couple of mangas I have read so far in like the Shonen Jump stuff. I also acknowledge the fact that I should probably step away from the Shonen stuff at some point. Shonen Jump right now is just the most easy accessible thing right now. I know there are other apps that I could look at, but right now, like, which we'll get into it, the manga world just feels like it's like fucking shifting through some shit right now. So, like, for now, I'm just gonna currently just stick with the Shonen app, because that's the most convenient for me. But, there's been like certain, manga that I have read that I could see the potential for, but I haven't really never been like super hooked with it. Hi, love. I see you. Thank you, Nicole, for the likes. I appreciate it very much so. And I love you too. Thank you for calling me a lover boy. That made me feel very good. Made me feel very good indeed. But yeah, like there's a lot of these short stuff that I just don't feel super confident about. Cause like 2 years ago, actually that's not true. I think the one manga that I did feel confident about was Ruri Dragon. But Ruri Dragon, I guess, already had like an established audience and all that type of stuff. So that's fine, that's whatever. But the one for me that felt a little off, there's a couple. So there was one called Mama Yu Yu that I was like, like I'm like, this is cool and I don't mind it and I'm like okay with it, but also at the same time like I don't know how I completely felt about it. Like it had a lot of potential. I think the world for that one was cool, but it was just also one of those I was just like, it's sure, but whatever. Then there was stuff like Ice and Fire Gale, I think it was called, where that one was kind of short, but also at the same time it was also just like, yeah, I get what you're trying to do with this one, but also like, yeah, I see why this is canceled. And then the most recent one was Gonron Egg, which again, the aesthetic of it is cool, the world of it is cool. There's like a lot of cool like elements it's potentially playing with, but it's like rushing through a story that I feel like doesn't have like anything like super grounded, and everything was like super quick. And you could tell by like the 3-year time skip that manga takes, where it's just like, okay, I see where this is going. Like we're kind of fast forwarding through everything, because 3 years you could have done a lot of things, right? You could have done a bunch of stuff when it comes to his training, learning about other entities and all that stuff. So I was surprised by it. So, but this whole entire just big ass yap session is basically to get to the point of, I haven't really read one of the like new ones that haven't already been popular people to talk about. Like, yes, I read like Ichi the Witch, and that one was really good, but that one already had like the traction, the popularity. There's a massive audience for Ichi the Witch, which we will have a follow-up for at some point. But Hero Girl and Demon Lord is the first one that's like fairly new that like came out last year that I genuinely enjoyed, like off the rip, like from chapter 1. Like that, I loved chapter 1 a lot, because it was just, it subdued everything that I originally thought it was going to be. I didn't really go in with much expectation. It was probably one of those things of just like, I thought it was going to be more like, one thing that threw me off was, obviously you think of Hero Girl, you think of Demon Lord. So I thought like, if like you know, some form of retirement, but they're gonna be like, maybe like watching them like work in like a fantasy world or something like that. But no, it's like modern day, and that threw me the fuck off. That extremely threw me the fuck off, because I sat there, I'm like, oh, so she's like a hero, but she's in like modern day Japan, and also going to school like a normal girl, but she's also a hero type beat shit. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I like the way their personalities mesh a lot, where like the hero is very like that typical like super bubbly, like overly happy, overly like excited girl. Not all the time, but like she can be like shy sometimes, and she gets like she gets nervous when it comes to compliments, which I love the way that they work her power, where apparently if you just give her compliments, she levels up super fast, which is actually a plot point in one of the chapters, where every time she gets compliments, there's like a notification thing that happens. So I'm jumping super fucking ahead, but I thought it was just really funny, where the Demon Lord and like his friend, which we'll get to it later, just compliment her, and she levels up so much she becomes like extremely strong. Like, this manga does like fun things that I really fuck with. But yeah, like in the beginning they're just like, oh yeah, let's call it quits, and they just like kind of super jump into everything. Well, I mean super jump into everything. I'm talking like they go in and they start living with they start living with each other, and they start just like acting normal. Like, he's on the floor reading, like, I shit you not, they mentioned Shonen Jump. He's like, oh yeah, I might destroy the world if like Shonen Jump is, and like just doing all this shit, and I'm just like, this is not what I expected, but I'm having a wonderful time with this. And like seeing just like the dynamics, how nonchalant he is, and I like the fact that the Demon Lord can quite literally do anything, and honestly at this point could have destroyed the world, but basically just didn't want to, out of just whatever, of just like, I don't really feel like it, man. I'm like, yeah, I could like bring about the blood moon and like do all this shit and be hella extra, but like, do I really want to? Like, what's the benefit for it? Which I love so much. I love the fact that is the aspect for the Demon Lord, of he just like doesn't care, and he isn't really necessarily even a threat either, because he just sits there. He's like, dude, yeah, I became the Demon Lord, but also like, I like low-key don't care about this job, bro. Which also begs the question as well, because there's so much that goes into it. But I also like that first chapter because like they give her a lot of dip too, of like, yeah, she's like this girl, and like I said, she was excited, but also at the same time she also has a lot of insecurities. Like, it's simple, but it works very well for what it's like trying to do. Where she's like, yeah, like being a hero is kind of difficult and I don't like it, and you know, I wish I could just be a normal girl. And they both benefit from it, because like if the Demon Lord quits, you could just shit around, chill, and do whatever, and the hero and I forget their names too, but the hero girl can go and just live a normal life in school, which they try to do. Obviously she still has powers to get into like magical shenanigans and stuff like that, but for the most part, yeah, she does live like a genuinely normal life, and that's actually kind of cool for the most part. Also, the Demon Lord, like, just straight up, yeah, it's crashing at her place. I know I said it before, but like he is being like, listen, I'll make you a deal, I'll stop being the Demon Lord, but I want to crash at your place, and like I cook and I clean for you and shit. And when I mean this dude can do anything, I haven't seen something he technically can't do. Like, it's very, very rare, but like I can only name like a few things, and even then they were kind of like, he just can't do it right now. Like, you see this motherfucker make food, there's like a sword that all the heroes get that's special, that's hand-me-downs. He's able to transform that sword, he's able to like summon the weather, he's able to like move back time a significant amount, but sometimes he can't explode, but that means he's exploded multiple times, which means like he can't die. He can do all this shit, and it's just like, oh yeah, you're just the biggest. It is the like the ex machina thing, but like in the best way possible. Just like, it's done in such a goofy way where it's just like, yeah, I mean, I could just do it. It's like, wait, you can? Yeah. It's like, well, why didn't you do it before? I don't really know. It's like, oh my fucking god. Which I love. I love the dynamic. It's very, very good. But most of the manga, I feel like it's so weird. It's sort of, kind of, and I don't want to compare it to it because it's like not super akin, but it's like sort of, kind of, a little bit like Dan Da Dan, in the sense of there is this girl, there's this person who is just accumulating all these weirdos and entities to be by their side, and eventually is probably gonna amass some form of like force, which I do actually appreciate. And it does get to the point where like the Demon Lord is damn near just protecting Earth. Like there's a point, again, I'm getting ahead of myself, but there's a point in the manga where there is a previous villain who was the friend of the hero girl who like betrays them once they get to high school. And the Demon Lord initially deals with it, and then this is like all in the first chapter. Demon Lord deals with her like with fairly easy, really, it was easy for the Demon Lord to beat her. But she ends up coming back because she's crashing at like another human's place, and they find out that like the aliens have actually come back for her, being like, oh, we see that like you failed your mission, so we're just gonna have to take you back, and I'm just gonna execute you right here. And the Demon Lord's just like, nah, can't really have that, bruh. Like you can't, you want to take over Earth and you want to kill this girl. That's gonna make like the hero girl like not super happy. So like I can't really let you do that. And so he's just like, again, bodying this random alien that just showed up out of nowhere, who's the same race as the other alien that was like friends with the hero girl for like the entire time they were in middle school. Which is so funny to me, because he's just like, oh, this is a part of my readings. What is this being? And it's just like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, no, I mean, like you're a hassle, but like it's whatever, it's fine. I'm not really tripping about it. And so like the Demon Lord just smacked and just fucking mollywops it back and forth and just sends him on his way. But also like the small alien girl who was like her friend at first, but now an enemy, is also like slowly becoming friends again, but is like more being her true self. But also she has attachments to like Earth now, because there was like a human that was willing to take her in and be nice, but it's one of those like, hey, no, like, yeah, you were like nice to me, but also at the same time, you know, go fuck yourself. Like Earth still sucks, but also like thank you for taking me in, but also Earth still sucks, but also like, hey, I was very cold outside, but also like Earth still like it's like that typical like archetype stuff. I don't want to say tsundere because it feels weird to attach that to what because she was a high school girl, which is also no, okay, but it's whatever. But then it turns into like a little girl, and I'm just like, but why? We didn't have to do that. But I digress. That's not like a big fucking deal, for being completely honest. In this one, because they don't do anything with it inappropriate, so it's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, most of this is just like a daily life anime, and like there's definitely some very humorous parts. One aspect I do like is like the hero girl, obviously living with the Demon Lord. She's very hesitant when it comes to telling her dad and her grandfather potentially that like, oh yeah, I'm living with the Demon Lord, because, you know, for like quite literally generations, like the grandfather was fighting the Demon Lord, and then her father was fighting the Demon Lord, and now she's fighting the Demon Lord. And so like obviously it's just this thing of like, yeah, like if I let people know that I'm rooming with the Demon Lord, that might cause some problems in the future that I don't really want to have. But we do eventually see her just like completely get over it. And I will say that sequence of stuff is extremely funny, because we see like her doing the video chat of just like, oh hey, this is like my friend, this is like the Demon Lord. I just want you to know, like, I've like low key subdued him. It's like fine, whatever. And then like you just see the panel. You just see the panel of, oh, she's like the father like gets off the phone and then gets off the plane and then does this and then does that and then goes to like to the daughter's like house and to the daughter's room and being like, are you out of your fucking mind? What are you doing? And it starts a whole sequence where only the dad is really upset about it, but everybody else is like pretty okay with the Demon Lord. Like, there's obviously the Demon Lord's acting super chill, being like, oh, you guys like must have traveled a long time. Do you need some tea? He's like, I don't need no fucking tea. I need to know why you're like hanging out with my daughter. And the daughter's just like, okay, but like he's cool and like gives me and like makes me stuff. So like, why are you mad? And I'm like, because you fucking you're messing with the Demon Lord. And then the grandfather's like, yeah, but like, have you seen this motherfucker make some food? And it's like, Dad, what the fuck? And he's like, son, have you tried his cheesecake? It's like, Dad, what the fuck? So, like, again, this manga does like the straight guy comedy really, really well. And like, I do appreciate the fact that like there is someone that is acknowledging the fact, like, obviously the hero girl does it, but she's already like, yeah, like it's weird with the Demon Lord, but also like, I don't really know, like I kind of like having him around. He does stuff, and so like I'm glad there is someone who is just consistently like, okay, hold on, maybe it's not so good that the person that we've been fighting for literal generation should probably not be living with my daughter. Can someone attest to this, please? And everyone's just like, I mean, And then he's like, all right, cool, great, awesome, cool, nice, great, awesome. Why are no one listening? I will say the one thing that did kind of make me be like, oh no, that's why he's doing it so weird. Is that they have a moment in the airport, like having like an actual deep talk of like, do we even, because like they're not around. And to be fair, I'm actually surprised because most anime don't do this, but they actually gave like a fairly decent answer as to why no one in the family is around and she's the only one living there. Because 9 out of 10 times, you know, obviously most anime that we're gonna see is gonna be centered around like high school kids or something like that. A lot, or at least a lot of it is. So a lot of the times, like, we don't see parents sometimes, and it's one of those things where it's just like, oh yeah, they're just not there because they're working their fucking, you know, 100-hour shift today. It's fine. Like, we're just giving that excuse. And to be fair, given the way that Japanese work culture is, I 100% believe that. But I do like this explanation of just like, oh yeah, they're not gonna be around because they're actually looking for the way to kill the Demon Lord, which is also funny because the Demon Lord. Now, to be fair, we don't know completely, but the Demon Lord apparently enchanted her sword to have the ability to kill the Demon Lord. So it's funny how, like, even later they were just like, huh, I wonder if there's a way for me to kill the Demon Lord. And it's just like, girl, if they really wanted to, take the damn sword. Now, obviously, she doesn't want to, which is fair. And I don't even know if she told her parents that. Oh no, they did. Where it's just like, look, even if I did do something, if she really wanted to take me out, that sword can now kill me. So just so you know, that particular sword could take me out. If you really don't trust me, if you really absolutely don't trust me, you could use that sword to take me the fuck out. And like, obviously that's still like, but he's just like, okay, all right, well, I guess I'll have to just concede for that. I mean, most of this is going to be slice of life stuff. I think at least as of right now, there's still like a couple things. There is a friend, there is a girl, and you know what? I assume that the girl has to have more behind it, because it's also a part where, I'm getting ahead of myself. My apologies. I am 100% getting ahead of myself because there is a previous character. So it's kind of mentioned, like not offhanded, but a couple times that the Demon Lord has like a subspace pocket that you can just put stuff in and it just holds that stuff, right? But given enough time to rebuild the energy, the subspace could actually turn into like a real person. I'm about him, honestly. It's not that I don't hate him, right? I don't think, as of right now, from where I am, I don't think that there are any like bad characters. I don't think there are any characters that really like devalue that really devalue the story or really like ruin anything when it comes to the story. But he is the only character I think that doesn't like add anything. Like, obviously the hero girl, Demon Lord, they add a lot to it. The grandparent, the grandfather, and the father actually add a lot of that old lore when it comes to the hero clan and all that other stuff. And then there's like another friend who adds, like, it's nice to have her around, and it's like it works as like a nice just kind of gag joke and stuff like that. The subspace character, he's like kind of okay. Like, obviously he's there as another pairing for the Demon Lord. But it's also one of those things where it's like there's not really much about him that I necessarily enjoy. Again, he's not a bad character, and I like his chapter where he challenges the girl to like 3 games in order to find out who the master for the Demon Lord could be, even though the Demon Lord breaked it from the fucking start. So it's just one of those things where like I look at this particular character and I'm just like, you're fine. There's nothing necessarily wrong with you. It's just your existence just is existence. And then there is the friend, who I very much like as well. The friend is very cool. It's very nice. It's very she's just oblivious to everything. That's not a joke. Like, I think there was one time she got like sent a meteor by the Demon Lord, not to kill her, but just to prove a point. And she like it almost struck her. And most people, you know, they need to fall back or they sit there and they're like, oh man, I'm terrified. She just like saw it, was just like, that was close. And it's just like, oh my god, if you weren't just like a Disney girl, I would have assumed you were a major pothead, because holy shit does that give that vibe. But this character I do like, because it is funny just seeing the hero girl slip up so much with her identity, but the one friend that she has as of right now is just straight up like, well, we're gonna die. And it's just like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. What was your first fucking clue? What potentially gave it away that we won't be potentially, you know, surviving this situation? And like, I don't know. So that was, but I do like her because it works as a nice foil to her, and it gives her a friend who's not going to judge her, since her own thing was like, oh, I don't want to be judged and stuff like that, which will also hit even more if she does see and she does get judged. Honestly, my personal opinion is I think that girl is 100%, I was going to say something wild. But no, I do think 100% that girl has some form of power. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it has to be some weird form of power that either is like a super ancient thing that only like a few rare people get, or she's like the Super Saiyan, whatever her name is. Like she's the Super Saiyan at that point. But I'm being hyperbolic, obviously. Like not actually, but you know what I mean. God, is there anything else? Realistically, there's not really much, if I'm being completely honest. Usually I would go ahead and have a lot more, but realistically, yeah, there's like not else much to it. Like obviously the story is there. Oh no, that's not true. There is one element to it that I actually missed that I want to talk about. So like I like what it's doing with its like world building and its lore. Like we're getting like little bits and pieces through just like the funny interactions. Like a big one is the fact of like the heroes clan with the grandfather, the father, and the mother, or the daughter. I think it is the more appropriately, which is nice. I like those little things. One big thing that we get after like everything I said is an interaction with the hero girl and the Demon Lord as she is trying to pry information kind of for her father, only to find out that like the Demon Lord wasn't like a demon to begin with. The Demon Lord was just a normal ass human, which is very surprising because you sit there and you're like, wait, you were a normal human? And they sit there, they're like, yes, yeah, I was an actual normal human that did normal human things. And they sat there, they're like, wait, that's wild. You were a human? Oh, because that essentially changes everything, right? Because initially they thought that this being that was just fighting them for generation, that was bound to bring the apocalypse, was this like demon, but it's more like demon humanoid type thing, which I mean that's what most of them are. But in the sense of like, oh no, you are like truly half demon, half like human. So I would love to see where they go with that direction. I think that's like a fun little thing that they can play with. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how all that gets interacted, incorporated with it, because I think it's going to be one of those story things that we're going to see where I think the hero girl really wants to. I think it might be a little bit of a romance, because I think the demon girl potentially wants to be with the hero girl wants to be with the demon lord, but I think just because of the taboo of the demon lord and who he is and all that, she can't really do that. So I think knowing that he's a human, I think she's gonna try her best to like find some remedy to turn him back. So it's like, cool, you're not the demon lord anymore. I can now not worry about the apocalypse, and I can go ahead and date a dude who's relatively normal looking. Awesome. Which is like, yeah, no, that's fair. I can understand that. Like was the Princess of the Fog, like the magical kiss that will break the spell? That might be it. That might be it. Turning him into Prince Charming, and both of them just walking off in the sunset with each other. Kind of hope not. No, not that. No. I apologize. Jesus Christ, I was thinking something else. But yeah, right now at the sunset, just enjoying each other. Which, like, yeah, I can see.
ENVtuber VT said, Ms. EE, your mic is terribly low.
Oh, is it? Hold on. Oh, it was. Oh, no. Oh, it was so low. Okay, well, hopefully, I can fix it.
Said, holy shit, everything is super low, good God.
Oh, God. Okay. I see, okay, that's great.
ENVtuber VT said, your music and your TTS a bit.
The TTS, I kind of am keeping low because, actually, hold on. I can fix this pretty easily, but where the fuck is this? Where is it?
ENVtuber VT
I might have to just...
Kalili 6 laughs, yeah, everything is just very low, but I can hear you a lot better now.
Okay, that's good. Man, that's going to be a bitch to post on the re-upload. Oh, that's going to be such a bitch to post on the re-upload. Also, how was your stream? I hope I know you were streaming earlier, I think you were. And I hope you were having a good stream. Let me know what you did and what you were doing. You were probably playing Overwatch and getting mad, but it's okay. We love you. I get it. You have a favorite game, and sometimes it's hard to, quit. So I get that. Oh my God, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's the direction I see that this manga going into, is in the direction of this demon lord who's like very nonchalant, but has a past of being human, being like, oh, well, if he turned into a demon, then there could be the potential of him not turning back into a human.
It was good, Chicky baby. I'm mostly just socially drained, but I wanted to check up on my favorite streamers.
Aww.
I did some art and did some Marvel Rivals and now.
Yeah, I knew about the Overwatch. Marvel Rivals, though, that's fine. And of course, you did the art, which is also cool. Although I understand that. I'm not gonna lie. I was already socially drained because I did this coming after work. So I definitely sat there being like, I have so much to talk about. Which is all. It's quite literally just gonna be a stream of me yapping. So I'm gonna see how long I can go before I kaput. But you know, pray for me. Also, oh my god, I'm glad I'm one of your favorite streamers. That makes me happy. That makes me really happy, actually. But yeah, that direction I think is nice for this, because it is more or less playing up the romance aspect of it.
Said, I love the yaps, will help me while I'm drawing GPFFT.
Oh, that's good. And maybe you can even chime in with a little stuff, because I have so much to talk about. There's gonna be so much like entertainment, nerdy news stuff that I wanna talk about. So get ready for that. But yes, I really do like the direction in which that this is going with. I wonder. Actually, now thinking about it, I wonder if like the lack of emotion comes with him being a demon lord. I'm so interested. I'm so interested because now seeing that he's a human, there's like this whole lore extra, right? Because like mangas with this where it's like, oh yeah, like both of them quit, but like what's the kind of premise now? And obviously, it's just like, oh, like obviously they might, hang out and do stuff, but also there might be like an underlying romance happening. But now there is the path of like, oh, like they might turn into like the demon lord, and they might like, oh, they were human, and now they turned into the demon lord. So there's a history of that. So like, and he's lived for a long time, assumingly, because like this dude's been fighting her family for generation upon generation upon generation. Unless there might have been a previous demon lord. See, adding just like one aspect to a story can open up so many different bridges, which I love a lot. Especially if you add it in like a really good way, where even like he doesn't know. So like, for all you know, like he might not be the same person. If he were to turn back into being a human, he might be like a completely different person. We might be dealing with like a possession type of thing, which is would be fucking insane. I don't think it's going down that route. I think it would be going down the route of like same how like Demon Slayer has its demons, where they've been demons for so long that they just forget how they were when they're humans, because it's quite literally been like decades upon potential centuries with some of the demons. So it's just like, I just genuinely don't remember being a human because I've been a demon so long. Like I can't even like recall what being a human was. Which will also play into the dynamic of like, she wants him, because like obviously there's the taboo of like, hey, the hero probably shouldn't be dating the demon, but she wants to change him so badly. I wonder if this is gonna go down the route of like a Shrek style thing. If it's gonna be like a Shrek style thing of like, oh, I should love you for who you are and not like who you could be. Like, yes, you could be this person who's a human, but like I started talking with you in a demon form and all these other taboo stuff, which a lot of us struggle with that, with accepting people for who they are, and it really can be tough, especially when you have certain things going on and whatnot. So it's one of those things of just like, oh yeah, I don't need to change you for who you are. I can just love you for you. Even if you are the demon lord, even if you might bring calamity, I should still love you for you, which would be crazy. And I also have a feeling that like there might be a thing where like, oh, you know what? I wonder if it's a similar situation. I didn't actually connect these dots till now. I wonder if it's a similar situation to how the hero has been treated, because her whole thing, right, is that she wants to be a normal girl and just like do normal things, go to a normal high school, join a normal club, but because of the hero thing, she has all these rumors, all these things, people strayed away from her, people thought wrong of her. And so we kind of see that a little bit with the demon lord, where it's this aspect of like, the grandfather thought he was an evil guy, and then the father thought he was the evil clan. And there's obviously the whole hero clan who assumes that he's the evil guy. So I wonder if there's the potential, right, of the hero girl potentially falling back into the same patterns that she was bullied in high school, doing that to the demon lord, and the demon lord getting affected in that some way. Like, I would love to see it. Oh, you know what? It would warm my fat fucking heart. I would love it if she like secretly tried to change him, and the demon lord like found out and he was like kind of hurt by it. Was like, wait, you're trying to like change me and like, but like be nonchalant but still hurt at the same time. It's like, oh, I thought you and me were chill, but like, does this not like, am I weird like this? And like, am I like not kind of what you thought this was going to be? And like have that whole thing, and maybe even like, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind a little bit of a crash out from him. I wouldn't mind a little bit of a crash out scene where he's just like, you know what, fuck it. You know what, my feelings are hurt, and you know what sounds really good right now? Punching all of Earth into fucking oblivion, and just having the like one big battle proper between both of them, and like having a nice little moment where it's like, oh my god, no, I should have loved you for who you are, blah blah blah, and then like, you know, making up and reconciling. I am super like pigeoning myself into a hole with this story, and it is going to fucking backfire, because that's absolutely not what's going to happen, I assume. You know what, right now, if I call that entire thing, I'm going to be so happy. That's going to make me so happy. I'm going to be so happy if that was the case. Oh, because that would be the funniest thing if I called that beat for beat. So like, you best believe we're going to go back to the story at some point when it has like more chapters to actually talk about, and we will be talking about that bitch more. Oh my god. But yeah, overall, like, obviously there was not enough chapters to make like a super long podcast about it, but I did want to talk about it because there's a lot of new stuff out there. Yes, I could talk about Kakarabachi again. I could go ahead and talk about something that's bigger going on. I don't even know what's going on that's super bigger right now. Like, what exactly right now in Shonen Jump is like super big that I haven't read, that I at least have not read. There's stuff like Akane Banashi, but that already has an anime coming out, so I don't necessarily want to touch that right now. Nothing I can think of. Oh well, yeah, Witch Watch, but also that is getting an anime. Hima 10. I don't even know if that's like has something. There's things that we could check out, but again, there's a lot of these newer anime I want to try to jump on, especially since a lot of these get fucking canceled. There's a lot of these mangas that get canceled. This is the first one I would definitely say I do not want this to get canceled. I think there is a lot of potential here for Hero Girl and Demon Lord. I think it's funny. I think it's cool. I think a lot of the characters are really fun to like watch and interact with, and like they're really, really cool. So like I really, really do hope that we get something from them, because it will be fun. Oh my god, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so basically, oh hold on, I think the stream is down. Oh son of a bitch, I think the stream is down. Oh, is it back? Oh, yep, no, I think we're back. Okay, we're back. We're cool. We're cool. We're back. I think. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. No, it's saying my session is gone. What the fuck? God damn it. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. It's so annoying. You know what? I have the recording, so you know what, YouTube VOD? You get this part. So congratulations. So, would I go ahead and recommend Demon Girl? No, Jesus Christ. Hero Girl. And you know what? I forgot. TikTok, you also here, you guys. My bad. So would I recommend Demon Girl and whatchamacallit? Hero? Demon? No. I keep getting it wrong. Hero Girl, Demon Lord. Would I recommend Hero Girl and Demon Lord to actually watch? Honest to God, yes. I think this is the first time I've actually gone with a new manga and genuinely have said, yes, you should go to watch it. It is fun. Because it is genuinely fun. It is a genuinely fun manga. I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed watching it. I didn't really feel super dull or anything like that. It is genuinely fun. And it's genuinely worth watching. So, if you find yourself looking for something new to pick up in the shonen the Shonen Jump world and you don't know, and maybe some things like Gohan Reg and other stuff, I would recommend Hero Girl Demon Lord. That is really fun, really cute, really nice. Honestly, it has a lot of good things going for it. Genuinely, and I'm very happy that I picked it up. I am 100% happy that I picked that up. God, I was about to do my outro. Yes, but for stream, which I don't even know if that's going on right now. I'm not 100% sure. It might not be. I can't tell. But no, it's not because it can. Oh, no. I think so. We might be back. I can't tell. Okay. Oh my God, I don't even know. I don't even know what you want me to do. Okay, whatever. Either way, at least for you on TikTok and everybody else who's watching with the VOD, thank you for joining me in this session for the Manga Cavalcade. Again, it's another short story. Apologies. I will read big stories. I will make sure to read big stories so I have more stuff to actually talk about. But it is always good to get some of those smaller, newer ones, because the newer ones also need attention as well, because those are also sort of the backbone of it, because you never know which one's going to blow up, and you never know if you could be the first pioneer for that. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it very, very much so, and I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, and also, before I forget, because I always keep forgetting to do that, remember to go out, check out my socials, and remember to go ahead and check out Infinity Cast. This is the people that put on the show. They're a lovely community of people, and they're a lovely community of a corporation who help me put on this show weekly. So go check out Infinity Cast. Go and check out my stuff. All that's going to be in the link in the description below. Make sure, go ahead, share that stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.